All right, STEM friends, in this lesson we learned how a claim that a ghost is real has to have evidence. And in this case, I did not have the evidence. It was instead a dog. So ghosts do not exist because we don't have the evidence to prove that they do. Are you ready for a new STEM challenge? We're going to take an old design that we've already done in the past, and we're going to improve it. So you need to get a paper and a pencil. And if I go too fast in this video, you can of course pause it and rewind it if you need to go back. Draw a tiny dot in the middle of your paper. Draw a line up to the top left corner. Draw a line to the top right corner. Now we have a V and a valley. Draw a sun setting in the valley. Draw a dot below the valley. Draw a diagonal line up to the left. Draw another diagonal line up to the right. Now we have two valleys. Draw a line for a lake across the lower valley. Draw the lake all the way across from the left side to the right side. Write an X in that left triangle. Write an X in the top. Write an X on the right side triangle. Please repeat after me. Do not cut the valleys. Do not cut the sun. Do not cut the bottom. Now we're going to cut out the X section on the left. Then we're going to cut out the X section on the right. Now we're going to cut out the top X section. Make sure you're careful around the sun. Make sure the valley stays like a valley. Do not fold or bend the valley. But in the bottom, we're going to fold the lower right side over to the left side. Keep the valley the way that it is. Again, keep the valley the way it is. Fold the lower left side back over to the right. Again, keep the valley like it is. Wrap the paper around the bottom to make it skinny. And do not cut the lower part. We need the paper's weight for balance. So we want it as skinny as possible on the bottom, and we're going to fold it and wrap it around, but we're not going to cut it. Now carefully erase the dots, the lines, and all the pencil marks. Now you're going to draw a face on the sun. You can draw any kind of face you want. Happy face, sad face, scared face, crazy face. Flip it over and draw another face on the other side. You could do the same face, or you could do a different face. Now fold one arm down forward. Fold the other arm down the other way. Raise both arms up, and holding the hands up, give it a quick test flight. Now we get to the part where we get to improve our design. You'll remember that we did this similar with the design with our Ghostcopter a while back, but now we're going to take it to the next level by improving this design any way that you like. For example, I chose on mine, I didn't like the pointy hands, and so you can see where I drew curves at the end of the arms there and cut off the pointy parts. But I love the student's examples even better. This student decided to write a note on the inside and then fold it up so it's a secret message or a ghostgram. This student cleverly used the scrap paper to add ears. She drew and cut out the ears and glued them onto her copter. So now it's a bat copter. This student also went with the bat copter, added the ears, but she also cut the wings to match the wings of a bat. So cool. I wish I thought of that. This student added little characters, and I think he glued this part and may have slipped some in between the folds as well. Another student had the idea of rolling. Instead of folding the bottom, we could roll the bottom into a cylinder that could then carry secret messages or even small objects. So now it's a ghost envelope or a ghost Amazon package. You can even change the length of the ghost. Remember, we don't want to cut the bottom because we need the weight of the bottom to balance it. But you can fold up the bottom if you like, or fold it different ways. And you can even glue the paper together if the folds don't hold very well. Remember to give it a test flight after each change to make sure that it still flies. We don't want to change 20 things and only realize that something's not working. So change one thing at a time and then test it. You could pause at this point because I've kind of got a summary here of how to draw the design, and then some faces if you want to use those, and then the engineering design process where we talk about improving our design. And here is the Flipgrid code. If you would like to go and share your results with us on the Flipgrid, in red there, Baker STEM Lab CER is the code. And I can't wait to see what cool designs you come up with and design improvements with your new version of our STEM Copter.